But there's another part of the media that is freaking out about the prospect of Donald Trump, and they're fear-mongering right now. Like last Thursday, the Washington Post published a story headlined, "There is a clear path to dictatorship in the United States, and it is getting shorter every day. A Trump dictatorship is increasingly inevitable. We should stop pretending." What? On Sunday, Liz Cheney said the U.S. is, quote, sleepwalking into dictatorship, unquote, with the possibility of a Trump victory. This dictatorship thing it's impossible in this country. We had The Atlantic on Monday released a special issue, "If Trump Wins," devoted entirely to articles warning of the Trump threat that he allegedly poses to various areas of American life and government. Also on Monday, the New York Times published a top-of-the-homepage story headlined, "Why a second Trump presidency may be more radical than his first." Maybe. I mean, what evidence is there that he was joking when he asked, I think he said in the town hall meeting the other night,
right?
Only on day one or whatever, they asked him about a dictatorship.
Yeah, what were the two things he said? Seal the border and drill, baby, drill.
Yeah, that's his thing. I mean, you can't just set up a dictatorship in the United States because you want to.
Well, have you seen the Joe Biden presidency?
Yes, I have. I mean, and look at him ignoring the United States Supreme Court. Do you know they just again approved more student loan debt forgiveness? $5 billion more, which brings the total now to $132 billion since the Supreme Court said, no, you can't do that. And they're doing it anyway to the tune of $132 billion. So I retract part of my statement. It's happening right now. Jeez.
Oh, what a nightmare.
Oh, there was something else.
Justice Roberts has made his ruling. Now let him enforce it.
Yeah.
Sounds like Andrew Jackson.
Doesn't it, though? With the Indian problem.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, the Native American problem, but that's not what they called it then. That's not what they called it then. Get this, too, as long as we're on dictatorships. The Biden administration just determined they can seize drug patents if they want to. Wait, what?
They already own them, right?
But this isn't the Pfizer thing.
Mm-mm.
This is separate. Because it could open the door to more aggressive federal campaigns to slash drug prices. What they want to do is seize the patent and then charge people less. Well, I mean, I don't think there's a person alive who wants to pay more for drugs. But the government can't seize companies' patents and then just take control of the price. That is a dictatorship. The determination was described by three people familiar with the matter. They say it represents the culmination of a nearly 9-month review of the government's so-called march-in rights. The march-in rights. We're just going to march in and take over. Progressives have long insisted that those rights empower the administration to break the patents of pricey drugs that were developed with public funds in an effort to create more competition and lower prices. My gosh. This is just despicable, they're doing.
Every day.
It is despicable.
Yep. Every day in New America is worse than the day before.
It really is. I mean, you know that if you listen to the show. It really is. And I love this story, too. And by saying that, it's the opposite. A federal court is trying to decide now, I wonder what you should do on this, if the FBI's civil asset seizure in Los Angeles. We've talked about it many times. They're trying to figure out if it was legal. Wait, okay, so they got a warrant. They went in and they were supposed to just look at the one company. Instead, what they did was they got into every single safe deposit box. 1,400 of them. 1,400 safe deposit boxes in Los Angeles were seized in Beverly Hills. And even though the judge said you can't take anything belonging to private individuals, they did it anyway. The agents were tasked to catalog the contents of the boxes, but they also seized piles of gold coins, luxury watches, family heirlooms, and stacks and stacks of cash from people who had not been charged with any crime. The only crime was they had their valuables in these safe deposit boxes. How dare they? What are you people, rich or something? That's illegal in America. You can't be rich in the United States of America. Not where the FBI is concerned.
Yeah, and we actually might have a ruling. Maybe we'll get to it later, or maybe in overtime. Give you some hope on that front.
On the civil asset
forfeiture front.
Okay.
Might make you smile. Might give you some hope.
Well, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals is going to be asked about this smash and grab scheme where they just stole. I mean, they literally stole $86 million. Some said it was over $100 million. I wouldn't be surprised.